Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So the Alien Romulus trailer has dropped. I am reacting to this, not a live reaction, not a reaction where I'm going to go into in-depth detail, frame by frame, and really going through a sort of like a nerd reaction. No, none of that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to give my honest opinion, okay, based on what I've seen. Now, first and foremost, if you're not a huge Alien fan, this may not make sense to you. If you are a huge Alien fan, you're either going to agree or disagree, okay? So bear with me. So first off, let's talk about the trailer. Does the trailer look good? Yes, it does. Has it got me excited? Yes. Am I going to go and pay to watch this? Yes. Did I enjoy the trailer? Yes. Okay, that's the positives, okay? And now I've got a lot of negatives to talk about, and the reason why I didn't like the trailer personally. But before I go into that, I'm just going to tell you what I think this film's going to do in terms of how well it's going to do. I think this film is going to do very well in the box office. Not, Marvel well in terms of some of their big franchises, but I'm talking about quite well considering the budget. I think it's going to get bums on seats. I think we're going to create a lot more Alien fans than we had before, which is good. I also think this will probably be considered widespread the third best film in the franchise. That's what I think. Also, Fede Alvarez has produced great films in the past. Well, I say great. Good films, right? I'm a fan of his, okay? And Don't Breathe is a fantastic film. And if he can do anything like that with this film, then it will be good. However, I don't think he can, and I'm going to tell you why. So, let's go into it then. The trailer. Why didn't I like it? Well, a few reasons. Too clear, too bright, too crisp, and just too modern. Yeah, that's going to sound terrible and pernickety and maybe sound like I'm complaining for the sake of it. And maybe, oh, you're not moving with the times. I'll get all that kind of vibe. But no, this is just my thoughts as an Alien fan, okay? What I like about the Alien franchise is the horror element. I like the Xenomorph to be a mystery, basically. Even though we've seen it, I don't want it shown on screen too much. Okay, the face hugger, we've seen that in the trailer. We've seen the Xenomorph now already. All the cards have been revealed. That is not a good sign for me. Yeah, that with the lighting, with the like what I've seen already from the special effects in terms of how everything looks, it just looks incredible, but too bright. I want like that eerie dystopia type feeling where the modern technology is no longer working. The infrastructure to upkeep it and the finances have clearly run out, so the doors on the spaceship are very slow, or the tech just isn't working very well. Yeah, i.e. you don't have access to half the tech, a bit like an old MacBook, and like some of your apps not being updated, you can no longer use them. That's kind of what I expect, but it to look old and really I want it to look like the originals. Okay, so we've already seen the corridors really well lit, and they seem wide, and okay, it's paying homage to the original, but it's not the same. The original had very narrow corridors and very dark corridors, and the reason why is the set design probably wasn't as good as the set design is today. But how do you make it look good? Well, we keep it dark. We have grainy cameras. The technology isn't there to show off this fantastic set that we've got, so let's manipulate that and make it work by keeping it dark, making it look like pipes. And guess what? The Xenomorph was dark. Its head looked like a pipe. Okay, so when you add that together, you're creating an environment now where you can barely see the creature's in its complete element, and because of that, it makes it more scary. It also makes it more realistic, as if it was a creature that could exist in that environment, and it also explains the danger that everybody's in. You can just see that, okay? And they didn't show much of it on screen. You certainly didn't really get it in the trailer, okay? And because of that, it kept scary. And how they kept it scary was a change in the music when it was around, a change in the camera angles and the way it was, and the way the camera was working. And of course, we had the heartbeat / the motion sensor, which was incredible. The boop, 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 boop. This told the audience and everybody the alien is around, it's there, but you still can't see it. And that is why it was amazing. It was the mystery, the questions that you have. What is it doing? Why is it doing it? You had all these different questions. Whereas now, I can already tell in my opinion, that this is going to be a sort of slasher monster again. Yeah, we're going to create a xenomorph that goes around killing everything without any sort of, well, intelligence, any sort of reason why, and survival isn't going to be the purpose. It's more revenge, or it's not going to be explained, okay? But in the first one, we saw an alien clearly try and survive, clearly kill humans, and when it needed to try and survive at the end, when it was pretending to be a pipe with Ripley, it was there resting and trying to survive. Simple as that. And as the audience were asking questions, oh, why didn't it kill Ripley? Why didn't it do this? Why did it do that? Which shows signs of emotion, some intelligence. They're not just killing machines. There's more to it than that. And I want those questions from this, but we're not going to get it, in my opinion. Now, what I've seen already, Alvarez has obviously created good films in the past, and Don't Breathe was one of them. And what he created there was a perfect environment. Very, very dark house, a blind man, the lights weren't on, everyone had to keep quiet, he had great hearing, and in that scenario, a blind man was actually very dangerous and incredibly scary. It was very thrilling. It was a lot of what if, and it kept you hooked and kept you thinking. And that is all because of the environment. Yeah, they create an environment where this character could actually do this, and it's somewhat believable. Even though it would probably never happen, the audience is kind of convinced, and we're there. With this now, we've already seen it. Like, we've already seen the corridors, we've already seen the face huggers, we've already seen the xenomorph. Now, if there's more and more and more, so what? We've already seen it. Now there's no surprises. And as an Alien fan, I just feel like that's the wrong tone, personally. And I think this trailer tells me everything that I need to know that this is going to be about the characters, and I know that the acting probably is going to suck, and because it's about the characters, I'm going to be less interested. What I want for my Alien films is actually all about the alien. You can get many sort of questions on a particular film based on the actions of the alien or the villain, and it keeps you questioning things. It keeps you wondering why, what if, and all those questions are what you talk to your friends about and what you go on forums and go to YouTube about. What if, why did it do that, why did it do this? But when we just make it a slasher flick, there's no questions. It's just madness, and unfortunately I think what we're going to get is exactly that. It's going to pay homage to the original in terms of the setting. It's also going to pay homage to Ripley, so you know, all of us nostalgia merchants are going to be like, oh, we get it. But I think what's going to be neglected is the xenomorph creature. I think it's going to be a dumb killing machine and just keep appearing to kill people. We're probably going to see it sprint down corridors and be tremendously fast and all of these different things. I don't want to see that. What I actually want, less is more when it comes to the xenomorph or any sort of horror genre, and I think that's not going to be the case based on the trailer. But look, that's my thoughts. I personally think I'm going to like this about as much as I liked Covenant, but I think it's probably going to rank as number 3. Sorry if I've bored you, but that's my take on this. I don't know what if people agree with me. Let me know. If you enjoy this kind of content, drop a like on the video and subscribe if you want to see more. So I really appreciate your time, and catch you in the next one. Peace out.